What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel, and today we are going to find out if all these comments were right or the comments like this were right. Either way, we are going to find out because this game got a lot of hype. But before we get down to the table, before I show you what the game is all about, I noticed that a lot of you are not subscribed to this channel who are watching, and it's a real shame. I'm not shaming you, I just say it's so easy to put a subscribe button on it and help this channel grow and find its way into the mainstream of everybody else. So yeah, let's get out of the unknown and into known by clicking that subscribe button. So yeah, without further ado, let's get down to the table and let me show you what the Ark Nova has to offer in this box, and then we'll talk some more about it. Okay, let's check out what Ark Nova has to offer for us. Okay, so first of all we have some boards. So on this board you will have some end game goals that you can achieve and get some points. Also you will get these affiliation things over here, some other tokens that will help you out throughout the game to play different cards to reduce their cost, stuff like that. You will send your workers over here. Then we have a rule book, and there is not that many rules. Surprisingly, it's like 19 pages of rules, which is not that much for the game of this scale. This game is quite a big game. Then we have a huge, massive board that can't even fit on the camera itself, as you can see. And there is two tracks. There's this brown track, and then there's this green track with the victory points and with the popularity of your park sort of points. And once you will track this one and this one, the green one and the brown one, from different sides, and once they meet, usually somewhere around here, then the game will end, and whoever has the most points is the winner. But also over here you will have some cards displayed. You can always move over here on these spaces and acquire different things throughout the game. You get some different bonuses. Some of these things are over here, which are randomly chosen for each game, so it gives a way more diversity to the game. And then each of the players will get their own player board, and there is more player board than actual players in the game, so you will have plenty of options to choose from and have different abilities going on. All of these have some kind of different ability that they can do, and of course there are cards over here, the 5 cards that this main mechanic. You will be playing these cards depending how far they are, they will be better to play with. And yeah, there's also another side where I think all of the zoos are the same, or I'm not really sure right now. I think they are. So yeah, basically that's the player boards. Then we have a cheat sheet with all kinds of different icons covered and explain how the things work on these sheets. And these are really handy stuff. And they explain you in details what they do. So there is no really questions asked. Everything is pretty simple, pretty easy to understand. Then you get a 2 trays with bunch of different tokens. So you get the money tokens, you get these zoo pens that you will be building in your zoo, and they will go on this side. Once you build the zoo, once you populate it with the animals, then you will flip them, so you know that there's animals there, you can't put another animals. Not always the true statement, but because some animals can share the same pen. But basically you get a whole bunch of assorted tokens and coins to track different stuff throughout the game. There's even some extra that don't fit in here, so I just keep them like this in the bag, but there's plenty of them in here, so you will probably not need them. Of course, each of the players will get wooden components in their color, and they are fairly simple. These are just cubes and little like a torso people of sorts that you will be tracking different things throughout the game, and points and whatnot. So nothing special about it, fairly standard stuff. And as I said, cards that you will be playing throughout the game. I mean, these are the cards that you will be playing, but these are the cards. So you will take 5 cards, and they all have like this blue side, and then when you upgrade them to do better actions, you will flip them on this side one by one, of course, not all of them at once. But the thing is, these cards do different things, and depending how far they are on a track on your player board. For example, let me just take one board over here. So we have this board, for example, and then we have this card over here that helps you pick up some new cards in your hand. The thing is, if it's on a 1, it will give you it will let you to draw one card and discard one. But if you manage to slide it all the way up here throughout not using it, the card will slowly move if you don't use it, and it's on a 5, and then you use it, then you get a way better ability. Then you get to draw 3 cards and discard one, or do the snap action, which I will not go into details. But yeah, basically all of these cards do. I took one extra, so this belongs to the next set. So all these 5 cards are down here, and they are the main goal. They are the main thing how you will be getting cards, playing cards on the board, doing different things in the game, earning money, coins, and whatnot. And of course, we have a bunch of cards, but before we go into these cards, I'm gonna show you these cards first. So these are some cards that you will get at the start of the game, and you will put some of these right into play, and these are your like a secret goals that you can you get at the start of the game. And then once not at the start of the game, but at certain point, you will decide which of these goals you want to achieve and which card you want to discard. This thing is used when you want to play a single player game. And then I will not go through all of this, but as you can see, there is a bunch of cards in here. I'm just going to show you one bag. There's really no need to show you all the bags because all the cards are different. So these cards, and even though they do have like this like a stock photo artwork thingy going on, but they look pretty nice. I like the framing of the pictures and everything. The pictures look really nice, so I'm not bothered by it. They don't I kind of like it. So yeah, as you can see, there's lots of cards. There's few types of cards. There's these like end game scoring cards. There's animals that you can populate, put in your zoo to populate your zoo. There's like these things that can give you one time or constant abilities. Even when somebody plays a bird or any other bird, you gain 3 coins, stuff like that. So lions, elephants, snakes. So yeah, basically a lots of different cards. Each card has a different artwork. They have their cost, how big a pen they need to live in. So you can't put them in a zoo if you don't have a 4 or bigger pen, or if it's a 3, needs to be by the mountain for these koalas to enjoy it. And you need to have some Australian tokens or other of these components, tags. You need to have these tags in your zoo already played so you can play them. There are some prerequisites, stuff like that. And yeah, there's a whole other bag, but there is so many cards in here that I think it's not possible to go through all of them in one game. So that means that each game will be very much different because all of these cards are different. And yeah, that's everything that comes with Ark Nova. Okay, so that was Ark Nova. And yeah, this game did receive an insane amount of hype during the Essen release. Now, is that all hype deserved? Were they all those comments that I plastered all over at the start of the video were correct, or those few that are in negative are correct? Well, there's a little both of everything. Now, for me personally, I think the hype is really deserved. The game works wonderfully. As one comment said, there is nothing breakthrough. I almost said breathtaking. There is nothing breakthrough in here. It's just an amalgam of few different games smashed into one. But it is done in a really nice and correct way. That track, when you meet the tracks and they overlap, the game ends. That's from Rajas of Ganges. There's really lots of resemblance to, people say, to Terraforming Mars with those icons and the card play. I would just say the icons resemble Terraforming Mars, but there's also some stuff that they do differently and uniquely in a way, but earning your extra workers or whatever they are called so you can do some other stuff. That's also like Rajas of Ganges things when you unlock them through doing some stuff. So overall, I think this game was inspired by more than few games, but it's really done right. I would not say it's a rip-off. I would not say it's like, oh my god, somebody just took the game and reskinned it to a zoo team. So there is some unique stuff in here. The unique in a way, it's working together, all these different mechanics, and I love it. I really love what it does and how it does. It really deserves all the hype that it gets. Ark Nova is almost like a top 10 material. Now, me personally, I like it. I really do, but I'm not like super hyped like everybody else around me. I think it's a fine game. I would play it absolutely anytime. If you would come to me in a 3 in the morning, wake me up, and if I would not have to go for the work next day, and said to me like, "Would you like to play Ark Nova?" I would probably first ask you, "What are you doing in my house in the 3 in the morning, and how did you enter?" But after that, I would probably say, "Yes, let's play Ark Nova." And we have to be done by 6 or 7 because that's when the wife and the kid wakes up, so I have to be home by then. But yeah, the game works wonderful. All those things work wonderfully. Some said that glorifying zoo in this day of age is a little bit like they gave it one for it. Now, it is a game. I would not go into that area now. Should it be some other team or something? But I usually play games for mechanics. I'm not that much involved into a theme. Maybe if I'm playing World War II, then I'm involved in a theme more than a mechanics and everything. But overall, I just play games for mechanics, for the interesting combos that the game does. And this game has some really nice combos. Once you manage to chain those up, they are really rewarding. They're really done nicely, because some games do tend to have this like not so gratifying combos. You know what I'm trying to say. But overall, I think Ark Nova is I would say really nice, but it's more than really. It's an awesome game. Definitely check this one out if you are enjoying Rajas of Ganges, Terraforming Mars, these types of games. Not because of the dice, but because of that mechanic when you are pushing two different tracks and once they meet, the game ends. That's really interesting. I saw that first time in Rajas of Ganges, and I had that game not just because of that reason, but I like it. I like that type of scoring, that type of game end very much. For some reason, it works. It sits with me so well that I just love it. So yeah, that is that. That's all I have to say. I think it's a wonderful game. You definitely need to check this one out. It deserves all the hype it gets. It's going to do some great stuff. So yeah, that is that. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for considering subscribing. There's also a Patreon. You can consider supporting this channel that way to help it grow even more. And yeah, that is that. I need to cough, so I need to go. Oh my god. Yeah, until next time. Pozdrav. Hard drafting stuff like that, and there's also what's there also like